Most people will never understand why someone would risk crashing a motorcycle just to balance it on one wheel. Well, every weekend across Cape Town, riders gather in parking lots, industrial areas, back roads, and sometimes even in the streets. To some, it's reckless. To others, it's freedom. But somewhere between those two opinions lies a much bigger story. I decided to spend some time with the two generations of riders and ask one simple question. Why? What does bike life mean to you?
Bike life is just a community of bikes. Honestly, it gets to a point where it's like family basically. Everyone's just doing what they love in a good community, everyone's supporting each other. It's an amazing community to be in.
Bike life to me is going out with your friends, enjoying your time, just catching a break from all the stuff in your life a bit. You lock in and you enjoy every second of it. The thrill, adrenaline, everything like that just goes through your head and it's enjoyable.
When I ride, it's way different to when I ride on the back wheel. It's like a whole different ball game. When I'm going to the shops or whatever, I can't resist but to pop that wheelie. Everywhere I go, when I get on the bike, I pop a wheelie and it just feels like freedom. Nothing else can give me that type of freedom.
For every rider, the answer was different. But whether it was freedom, friendship, adrenaline, or just an escape, one thing was clear. Bike life meant far more than simply riding a motorcycle. So can you just introduce yourself? Who are you and what do you do?
I'm Moto Cola.
My name's Ethan.
I'm that white XR.
I'm Leo Rosa.
I'm a part of Scrape Town Boys and we're rocking bike life.
Can you tell me about bike life in Cape Town?
So it's us, Scrape Town Boys and S420. Scrape Town Boys is a group we started off as friends and it turned into something none of us envisioned to be. It's growing, it's doing very well for itself. The group's gaining a lot of traction. A lot of people seem keen on the idea and it's actually nice to see that something we envisioned playing out.
Together, they form part of Scrape Town Boys, a group of young riders helping build one of Cape Town's fastest growing stunt riding communities. What started as just a few friends riding together has grown into something much larger. What would you say your main goal is at Scrape Town?
Have a dedicated spot to ride at where you can go have fun, don't have any drama with anyone and just enjoy it. Unfortunately, with everyone seeing this as doing a reckless activity down here in Cape Town, it's been giving us a bad rep, but we actually controlled what we do. We try and keep it safe, trying to prove to everyone out there that this can actually be something controllable and safe at the same time.
You're taking a dangerous thing, but you're doing it in an appropriate way. You're doing it in a safe area. As professionals, you know what you're doing. You've done it a million times before. Is that what you say?
Yes, 100%. You can compare guys on sport bikes going 300 versus what we're doing. We are actually 10 times as controlled as they are. We are doing this as safe as possible. That people think about bike life is just chaos, but once you're actually in the group, you can see how it's really supportive. We're doing this safely. It's basically a lifestyle. I don't know how to explain it.
And would you consider what you're doing reckless?
Look, everything is reckless, dangerous and risky, I would say, but I believe that I'm in full control of my bike. I can slow that bike down in a split second and you build a relationship with your bike over time and it just gets stronger and that's the control that you get, it just grows.
To many people outside of the community, stunt riding appears to be reckless, but the riders themselves see things differently.
When I was younger, I had a bad path, and only when I met this group of friends in Scrape Town Boys was when my skills increased in bikes and I started to actually focus on practicing and putting in time into something, because before I didn't have anything to put time into. This gives me an outlet and freedom, and it's nice to just progress in something.
As the conversations continued, another theme began to emerge. For some riders, bike life wasn't just motorcycles or adrenaline. It gave them something to focus on, somewhere to belong, and something to do.
Where I come from, it's not the best life. Lots of kids are getting into drugs and gangsterism, and when I got into the bike community, it was a whole different ball game. Everything around me shuts off when I'm on the bike, and it's just me and the bike.
So would you describe it as freedom?
Yes, I would. Cops mistake it for criminal activity, but there's lots of other things happening around us. They on our case about the bikes and being reckless, popping wheelies, our bikes being loud, but at the end of the day, we're not hurting anyone, we're not intentionally putting risk out there.
In order to understand where Cape Town's bike life is heading, I first had to understand where it came from. Long before social media, rideouts, and the online communities, riders like Darren and Justin were helping build the foundation of Cape Town stunt riding.
My name is Darren McDouling, these stunts on Instagram.
My name is Justin, otherwise known as Stunts.
And can you tell me about how this all started for you? This bike life journey or this riding journey?
I got into stunting probably 10, 12 years ago. Started on a low 1 to 5. It's just something that I've always enjoyed doing.
I grew up riding motocross, and then around high school time I met a motard group, and I met a guy named Gareth there that was doing freestyle, doing circle wheelies and stuff like that, and I was blown away.
From when I started, we had XTL SA. It was a little stunt competition that used to be out around all over South Africa. It wasn't big. There was maybe about 10 riders. We were all riding together. We were all competing together. We were all progressing together. A few years after that, it just died. And then now it's gladly picking up again.
And then when you see these younger groups like the Scrape Town Boys trying to build up the community in the ways they can, doing their own thing, what do you think about that? Do you think it's important? Do you think it's beneficial?
There's a lot of younger guys, like a new generation coming up, and they are flipping good. From that beginning stage, it can only progress and get better, you know. Hopefully more freestyle riders come out of it.
So it gets me excited because it just shows that the community is growing. It's got to start somewhere. So if we can build it up, freaking why not?
Do you feel the cops often, or the Karens, when they complain about the noise, when they complain about you actually practicing in a safe place, do you feel that pushes you into the streets?
I don't think it necessarily forces us to the streets. I would say we just do it for the thrill, for the love of riding. But if we did have a dedicated lot that we are allowed to ride at, say, certain times during the day, certain days of the week, that would change the ball game for everybody, I feel. But the thing is, not a lot of people support the community.
And speaking of not a lot of people supporting it, do you get a lot of backlash, a lot of trouble with police or Karens, Facebook groups?
From time to time, yes. It's one of those things that is bound to happen at some point.
I think the bad view on stunting stems from back in the day where you see a guy doing a wheelie and he's being reckless because he doesn't have control. Now you see a guy coming past and he's at 12 o'clock. In actual fact, we're doing it controlled and we practice the stuff in a controlled environment.
Do you acknowledge the risks involved?
I acknowledge everything. Everything that we're doing, we're taking at our own risk. We're doing it for us.
You can walk to the shop and get killed. With regards to risks in stunt riding, it's not as severe compared to going 300 on a narrow road or going through a mountain pass, pushing your limits, you know. When you're in a parking lot or if you're on your motard and you're filtering through traffic and you're doing wheelies here and there, that's much safer compared to like big superbike type of riding. I mean, it just comes with the territory, I guess. Everything has risk, you know. You just gotta roll with the punches.
Every rider interviewed shared a different story, but many of the same themes continued to emerge. Freedom, community, purpose, and a desire to see the sport grow. At the same time, concerns around safety, public perception, and where stunt riding belongs remains a large part of the conversation. Like many communities, bike life isn't defined by a single perspective. It exists somewhere between the experiences of those who live it and the opinions of those who simply witness it. Where the future of bike life in Cape Town goes from here is still being written.